Okay, there's no doubt about it. The creator economy is absolutely exploding. But let's be real. With all that content, all that money flying around, one massive question keeps coming up. Who is truly looking out for the creators themselves? Well, today, we're going to take a deep dive into a company that says they've cracked the code, Shine Talent Group. Let's get right into it. So, here's the game plan for today. We're going to kick things off by looking at what makes Shine different. Then, we'll really unpack their whole creator-first philosophy, see if it actually delivers results, look at the trade-offs, because there are always trade-offs, and then, of course, we'll give you our final verdict.
All right, first up, a new kind of agency. You know, this whole digital world for creators is just changing so fast, it's almost dizzying. And the old school traditional models for managing talent, they're really struggling to keep pace. And this really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? I mean, let's be honest. So many creators feel like they're just a name on a spreadsheet, right? They're getting bounced from one brand deal to the next, and the burnout is real. They're building these massive audiences, but are they building a career that's going to last? That's the million-dollar question.
And this is exactly where Shine Talent Group steps onto the scene. Their whole reason for being is to answer that very question. They're not trying to be just transactional deal makers. They're positioning themselves as architects, building careers that are meant to last for the long haul.
Okay, so this creator-first philosophy, it sounds great, right? It's a fantastic buzzword, but what does it actually mean in practice? When the rubber hits the road, what are they really doing? Let's break it down.
And this is the absolute key to understanding them. It's a total flip of the script. The question they're asking isn't, how do we make the most money on a deal right now? Instead, it's, what's the best move for this creator's brand and career, not just today, but 5 years down the line? It's a huge difference.
So, how do they deliver on this promise? Well, it's way more than just haggling over contracts. We're talking about true 360-degree management. Think strategy, brand building, the whole shebang. And this next one is massive. Creators keep 100% ownership of their IP. That is a game changer. Plus, they offer mental health resources, which, wow, really shows they get the intense pressure that creators are under these days.
When you put them side by side, the difference is just night and day. On one hand, you've got Shine's model, which is all about building a real partnership. And on the other, you have that classic legacy model that, let's face it, often feels super transactional. It's just, get the deal done, take the commission, next.
Okay, a great philosophy is, well, it's great, but talk is cheap, right? Does this model actually deliver the goods? Let's get into the tangible results, not just for the creators, but for the brands they work with too.
And you don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to what one of their creators had to say. Words like genuinely care and proactive. Those words really jump off the page. It tells you this is so much more than just a business arrangement. It feels like a real, supportive partnership.
And, the feelings are great, but the numbers really tell the story. Creators are reporting a 2 to 3 times increase in their revenue after they sign on. I mean, think about that. That's a staggering number, and it proves that this long-term strategy isn't just some nice feel-good idea. It is seriously profitable.
But it's not just a one-way street benefiting the creators. For brands, this is a huge win too. Think about it. They get access to this curated, highly professional group of creators. It means less hassle, smoother campaigns, and ultimately, much better results for them.
Now, let's talk money, because this is a big one. Look at these commission rates. Shine is taking somewhere in the 15 to 20% range. Compare that to a lot of legacy agencies who are often at 25, 30%, or even more. That difference might not sound huge at first, but on every single deal, that's a significant chunk of change that stays right where it belongs, in the creator's pocket.
All right, but it can't all be sunshine and rainbows, right? No model is ever perfect. So to give you the complete, honest picture, we have to flip the coin over and look at the downsides. Because this kind of premium, hands-on approach, well, it definitely comes with some trade-offs.
And here's the catch-22. The very thing that makes them so good, that super personalized, deep dive support, is also what makes them incredibly exclusive. I mean, it makes sense. There's just no way they can give that level of attention to an unlimited number of people.
So what does that actually mean for a creator trying to sign with them? Well, it means they are extremely selective. They turn a lot of people away. It also means they're really built for creators who are already at that mid to top tier, not so much for folks who are just starting out. And finally, while they're definitely a force to be reckoned with, they're not a behemoth like a CAA or a UTA. They're a boutique agency, and that comes with a smaller scale.
Okay, so we've looked at the good, we've looked at the bad, we've seen their philosophy and the results. It's time to put it all together.
Let's get to the final verdict on Shine Talent Group.
So where do we land? We're giving them a 4.8 out of 5. And here's why. Their focus on the creator, their long-term strategy, their relationships, it's all top tier, absolutely best in class. The only reason it's not a perfect 5 is that exclusivity. It really is a double-edged sword, you know? It's what guarantees that high quality of service, but it also means not everyone can get in the...
And all of this leaves us with one huge final question to think about. As this entire creator economy keeps growing up and maturing, is this model, this creator-first boutique partnership approach, is this the future of talent management? Or will the giant, high-volume agencies continue to rule the roost? Honestly, that's something we're all going to be watching very closely. Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.